Hello, and welcome to this roundup of my 5 favorite romance novels that I read this month. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot, and you're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. This is a contemporary romance, and it ties in with her previous novel, Not in Love. I love this book so much. It was yet another humorous and steamy book from Ali Hazelwood. We've got a destination wedding in Italy, and the groom's younger sister Maya pining over her brother's best friend Connor. But it's not your typical age gap unrequited crush situation. We find out that they've been secretly friends for years and have been talking to each other almost daily. The feelings are clearly there on both sides, but Connor is ever cognizant of his age and financial status and pretty much thinks that Maya should do better. So he breaks off the friendship, and we're left with a rift between these two. We get a mix of chapters from the past with present day awkwardness, and this book kept me completely hooked to find out how it all resolved. There was an excellent cast of side characters, and super sweet to see everyone interacting in this dreamy Italian villa. Beyond Scandal and Desire by Lorraine Heath is a historical romance and book one of the Sins for All Seasons series. This is one of my favorite tropes, the revenge plot, and Lorraine Heath does it so well in this book. Mick Truelove is the illegitimate son of a duke who won't acknowledge him, so he sets his sights on financially ruining the legitimate heir and ruining the man's fiance. Lady Aslin is basically a sheltered miss, the ward of the Duke, and has had an understanding of an arranged marriage with the Earl of Kipwick her whole life. Except a chance encounter with Mick has her questioning basically everything, especially her own attraction to the man. I loved seeing the tough and grumble Mick turn into a doting suitor around Aslin and the buildup of his revenge. Although the idiotic Earl makes everything much easier. Get ready for a really good final confrontation with the Duke, too. I love this book. Love in Focus by Lila Lee is a contemporary romance novel, and I really enjoyed this second chance romance between a recently dumped magazine writer and her ex roommate, ex girlfriend photographer who totally disappeared on her 8 years ago. The tension between Gemma and Celeste was so good, and I loved seeing them interact and talk through what happened all those years ago. Gemma's besties are absolutely amazing in the face of Gemma's recent breakup with longtime partner and fiance. And a new work project that brings Gemma and Celeste together builds up so much opportunity for communication. I liked the structure of the story being mostly from Gemma's point of view with little bits of Celeste's point of view sprinkled in. Definitely spicy throughout, but with so much emotional work as well. Rules for Ruin by Mimi Matthews is a historical romance and book one of the Crinoline Academy series. Effie is back in England after a stint in France, and now she's bartering with her old headmistress for her freedom. She is being sent off into society to find some dirt to bring down a Viscount and crosses paths with betting house owner Gabriel along the way. He's actually the one holding on to the dirt over the same Viscount, but he's not trying to bring the man down. He's only trying to blackmail the guy for his own political favor instead. So even though Effie and Gabriel are similar in background and their nature, their aims or the way they're trying to go about things conflicts. So it kind of sets them up as enemies. It's a pretty complicated story here with lots of twists and turns and emotional moments for all. This was a really great introduction to this series, and I can't wait to read more. Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tully is a contemporary romance. We have super steamy flirting and banter between two workplace rivals that are stuck together on a training retreat. Triss is your typical woman of color in a white male dominated workforce, overlooked for promotions and losing out on leader positions to the boss's son, Rafe. She's totally surprised when she's selected to go on a training retreat in Maui, but irritated that she's stuck traveling with her rival, Rafe. Being forced to share a room might actually force them to call a truce, and we get all sorts of angry flirting along the way. Once we get away from the taunting each other and get to the actual relationship building part, I really liked this book and I really liked how sweet Rafe actually was and not exactly the dude bro persona he gives off. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or 5 to add to your TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.